Top of the morning. You know, it ain't no selective politics with me. You know what I'm saying? And if, you know, you my peoples, you do something wrong, we're going to get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm saying? And if it come up wrong, you out. That's what it is. So anyway, I heard about this case a while ago, but I wasn't really on the internet with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't really doing the internet thing, this creator thing. It's kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get straight to it. So, Wack, some of y'all know about Wack 100, was a target in investigation. Some Tupac, Biggie type shit, drug type shit, whatever was going on back then. Like I said, I wasn't really hip to all that. But I've heard about all the hoopla and all the bullshit going on about, you know, man, Wack on paperwork. Nigga, we got the paperwork. Nigga, his name is back. Right? And I heard multiple people say this. You know what I'm saying? Spotted Loke said it on record. Bricc Baby said it on record. And Dude Deuce, he said it on record. They all said it on record, talking about my boy's a rat, right? So I'm like, okay, which I already knew he wasn't, because nobody never showed no paperwork. And people just be talking. Nobody never presented, this is the work. You know, when I say something, I say, this is the work. This is what you did. Is this not you? They all saying that, yeah, he's on there. They addressing him by back. So let's get into it. I got the actual audio with the detective on the case, and tells you who this dude Back is. The dude's trying to say that they're using Back as a name, handle, moniker for Wack or whatever, right? But let's get into it.
At the Greg Kading. Greg Kading was the lead investigator. I'm probably saying this shit wrong. You tell you more on that case. To where Greg, well, fuck it, Greg, tell them who you are.
That's funny. So yeah, I was
You probably remember Greg Kading. He did all the interviews. He was on TV, you know, about the Tupac and murder shit. But you probably hear his voice.
Up in LA, I ended up working on Tupac and Biggie's murder investigations back in the 2000s, and then I left and wrote a book about it called Murder Rap. So yeah, I had an opportunity to kind of like dive deep into all of the different, you know, theories and accusations and, you know, ideas behind what had happened with both Pac and Big, and that's it.
All right, so Greg, Reggie sent you a document, and I'm looking at that and looking at the names. MS, I'm identifying that as Mark Stevens. DD, I know is Del Dog, and they got a name on there called Back, BACK, and it has some shit. Let me pull this shit up so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Back, and it has some shit says CS2. Now, can you tell the people what my position in this case? How did Cash Jones, Wack 100, how did I get involved or implemented in this case with the other box?
Okay. So it all started when there was an FBI agent who told us that he had an informant that could potentially give us some information about Suge Knight that may help us further our investigation into the murders of Tupac and Biggie. That's where it all started. And so we went and met with this informant, and it turned out to be Box. And we sat down, it was like on Melrose or Santa Monica, and he pulled up in his Bentley, and we sat down at a Starbucks and started chopping up, and he gave us this information that led to you. And so we didn't know what was real.
What the hell was the information that led to me?
Well, the information was that if we looked into you, we might find some things out that would help us maybe get some leverage on Suge. So it was just like that. So we're like, all right, we didn't know any better. We're like, well, FBI says this guy's, is worth listening to.
So the guy we're talking about that we're listening to is Stutterbox.
Right.
So, Greg, before you go any further, how long does a motherfucker gotta be, like, working with the FBI before they're calling a guy like you that's investigating the case as serious as you have to say he's a reliable source?
Well,
Greg, explain to him the different level of informants you have, and that answers the question better.
Yeah. So there's a CI, which is a confidential informant. There's a CRI, which is a confidential, reliable informant. There's a witness. There's different levels of informants and sources of information, and so
So now y'all starting to see that how Wack was even involved in this investigation. It was from a rat informant.
And then
now he's gonna tell you what that name means and what they identify Wack as, and what these people on the streets is lying, saying they've been identifying Wack as.
I don't know. How was I referred to? Was I referred to Wack as Jones? They have this Back name. I don't know who the fuck Back is. I don't know. I know I've never had that moniker, but I don't know. Maybe it was some coded shit. Or how did you recall referring to me through all the paperwork when you guys were like listening in on my wiretaps? So like saying, okay, this is Wack. This is Cash Jones on the wiretap. What was I referred to in your, because I've never looked over that paperwork, never had a need to. What was I referred to?
Well, you would have been identified as referred to most likely as like a target. And like your phone would have been target number, or your license plate would have been target whatever. It would have been, clearly understandable to anybody reading it that this has something to do with this car, this phone, this person. We wouldn't have referred to you as an informant because you never were. We would have referred to you as a target or a source of, not a source of information, because you weren't even that. So, I'm a little vague on it right now because it's been a while, but you would have been we would have referred to you by your name, Cash Jones. We don't usually use monikers under those circumstances, like Wack or Wack 100. Yep.
Okay, so this is the lead detective in the investigation. He's telling you what they would have referred to Wack as. They would have referred to him as his name or target number. They wouldn't have given him a moniker or a code name or a confidential type name. They don't do that. He's telling you this is him right here. So, next step. For everybody who spoke bad on Wack name and said that Wack is a rat, or said that he was an informant, you owe that man an apology. Now this is you got to come clear your name. Wack name clear. You can't clear his name. His name already cleared. Now, how we look at people who make up lies is just as bad as the thing that they was lied about on somebody. So, Bricc baby, Spotted Loc, y'all my niggas. On some whole neighborhood shit, it's all good. And we all make mistakes. You was misinformed about who Back was, and somebody was lied to you, or y'all was painting some type of narrative that Wack was a rat. So what y'all do is, since y'all went out your way on a public platform to try to sort this man's name, y'all owe that man an apology, and that apology is gonna clear your name in the streets. His name already cleared, and like I say, it's okay. All you gotta do is, hey, listen, man. I heard the audio from the actual detective about what they referred to Wack as, and he was a target, not an informant. And listen, that's all you gotta do. Clear your name, because now niggas gonna look at y'all like, hold on, y'all niggas up here making up lies, bro. And that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Under no circumstances. Especially not on a nigga name. So, send this shit to Bricc baby and Spotted Loc. Them is my niggas. And I'm gonna send it to them too. Yeah, so y'all can kill all that noise. This should be the finest in here. Nothing else about that shit. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Don't nobody come in my DMs. Don't nobody come on my live. Don't nobody comment on none of my shit. Talking about I'm going hard on rats, but you know, Wack was in the investigation. No, he wasn't. He was the target. Man just told you how he even became involved because somebody snitched on him and involved him in some shit he had nothing to do with. So, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. We got more coming. See y'all soon.